What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we are reacting to the third episode of Tomodachi Game. This one's titled There's No Way I'd Believe That. We'll see who believes what by the end of this episode. Okay, first of all, before we even get into the episode, you know it's going to be an interesting one when the very first frame of the episode that comes up when I load this up is a viewer discretion warning for sexual assault or rape. So, yeah, this one's going to be an interesting one. I have no idea where this is going, but based on the fact we got a viewer discretion warning, and we know that Yutori is about to break down and cry in tears over something in this episode, based on the preview ending that we got last time, I'm going to guess this is probably related to her in some way. I don't think this is relating to Shiho, because Shiho's plastic surgery bit that we got into at the end of the episode, I believe, based on the ED and such, it's not a cosmetic plastic surgery that our general interpretation of it would be. Like, if you said, oh, she's had plastic surgery, most people would immediately think cosmetic, like, they'd think, like, oh, like a facelift, a tummy tuck, or, like, a boob job, or something along those lines, right? You'd think cosmetic, not necessarily needed. So, I think, though, based on what we saw, it seemed that she had visible burn marks across her chest, so that makes me think she got plastic surgery to fix those burn marks. That's my guess as to what's going on there. Why she has those marks, I guess we'll get to eventually. But I think it's not a case of she got plastic surgery because cosmetic beauty, oh, I have to look beautiful to get all the men and stuff like that. No, I think it's probably an insecurity about the marks that were left, about the situation that caused those marks, something along those lines. That's where I'm thinking we're going. And in the meantime, whilst all this is going on, and we've got Yutori's thing that we're probably going to explore this episode, we've got a love... What shape even is this love thing anymore? It's not a triangle. I don't think it's a square or a rectangle. I think it's like a... It's an impossible shape of this triangle, because, okay, Shiho likes Yuichi, Shiho used to date Tenji, Makoto likes Shiho, but Tenji still likes Shiho as well. Yeah, and then Yutori... Does anyone like Yutori? I don't think... Does Yuichi like Yutori? I can't remember if he does or not. I don't know if Yuichi likes anyone, actually, in this love quadrilateral thing that we've got here. I genuinely cannot remember where his interest lies in this. That's what I basically remember of the love situation, but it's all over the place, which is kind of realistic for a friend group like this. Like, when you're younger, before you start thinking of dating and such like that, it's natural to like have these groups and be like, everything's hunky-dory, but then as soon as you start getting romantic interest for one or more of the group, that's when things get complicated, because you might have feelings for someone, and then your friend in the group, maybe even your best friend in the group, also shares feelings for it. It's like, well, if either of us act on it, it's going to cause friction in the group, friction between us. Is it better that nothing happens, or do I just do it before he does, like, or she does it? Like, it gets messy very quickly when you have a friend group like this and the romance starts coming into it. So, yeah, I'm not surprised that this group is getting a little messy, contributing with the fact that we're in this weird game thing that, yeah, we end up with debts, and I still don't know what the overall penalty is if you end up with the most debt or don't clear your debt. Like, who do we pay that money to? Like, who are we paying? And if we can't pay, what happens? I haven't really gone too much into those details yet. So, and also, why have we got these organizers running this? What is the purpose of this? How did we get in this situation? Why was there a 20 million yen debt to begin with? Who caused that debt? Did one of them drag us in here in order to maybe help them? If so, who dragged them here? Like, there's so much here. What about all the other groups that are happening? How do we have so many groups with such high debts? Like, how many other groups are there? Is this being televised or seen by anyone else other than the organizers? Are people betting on this a la Squid Game? Like, what's going on here? Like, there's a lot of questions revolving around this. We've only got 12 episodes to find out. although that's now 10 episodes to find out because we're going to watch this one and then 9 more. Rating is going... It's stagnant, which is, I think, fair. I'm enjoying this. Like, I know some people have been, like, negative about this because of that whole relationship drama, but honestly, it's such a beautiful mess that makes it believable, because absolutely this mess would happen. Absolutely that it would be this messy when you've got a friend group that like each other romantically. It's gonna happen. And put them in this extreme scenario where their minds are breaking and we have no idea who's actually antagonistic in this group. It becomes a mess until you get to the end and you realize, oh, this is the bad person all along, and then you start connecting all the dots from back then. It's one of the things I loved about like Higurashi. It's like, it was a mess, but then once you start learning information and going back, you realize, oh my god, it was this way all along. So, yeah. It has that same appeal to me, which is why I'm enjoying this so much. But yeah, viewer discretion warning. It's always a good start. I'm not going to say anything more because I think I've got pretty much everything I need out of this. So yeah, we're in the middle of our game. The 60 positions. We've all got to write something. If no one writes anything, we move forward. But there's bonuses to your debts. There's reductions from your debts. Like, there's lots of different things going on right now in this game. I looked through the rules last time, I believe. Didn't see anything that was initially, like, gameable to, like, cheat and work our way out of. So I'm kind of curious to see how this goes. Also, who's commenting on this? Because remember when they revealed stuff, like the plastic surgery and, like, bathing until he was, like, 10 or something, or whatever age it was, with his mother. There were people, like, net comments going across the screen, as you normally see. Who's watching this? Who's typing this? I'd love to know who's behind that as well. Like, is that just generated, like, by the organizers to make it feel more real? Like, to feel like social pressure is coming down on them? But it seems like there is a vote going on as well, so who are they polling for this vote? I'm assuming probably similar age groups. I doubt adults are going to be weighing in too much on these issues, but maybe it's just broadcast to the nation. Who knows? Or another nation. I'm very curious where they're ultimately going to go with all of this, because there's a lot of stuff like that which could be interesting. But anyway, we're going to get into the episode. As per usual, we do timer-based format reactions here on YouTube. If you want to see the full picture in picture, you go to my Patreon down in the description below. £4 a month gets you access to all picture and picture reactions I do on the channel, which is everything from my current seasonal lineup, as well as Patreon request shows such as World Trigger, Symphony and Lock Horizon, that shall be returning next week. I'll be recording some of them, getting them ready. Symphony 1 might be a little late, because I am coming back from my trip up north on that Monday. I am leaving on Thursday and going on Monday. So that might change some things. We're going to go watching Doctor Strange 2. Very excited to go see that this weekend. So Pacific Gear might be a bit late, as will maybe World Trigger, but Log Horizon should be on time a week Sunday, so look forward to that. But here on YouTube we do timer based, so bottom left of the screen you'll see a time for the episode. I count down 3 to 1 play, and play you say episode, I say episode, and we should be in sync. We are watching this one on Crunchyroll as per usual, since they license basically everything this season thanks to the new merger. No logos or anything. Like I said, we've got the viewer discretion warning to start. That'll probably play for a couple of seconds and we're going into the episode from there. But you can also use screen flash on my face, the mic, or this behind my headset to tell when scenes are transitioning. That'll help you sync it up as well. So, with all that said, let's get into episode 3 of Tomodachi Game, shall we? In 3, 2, 1, play. Yep, viewer discretion. The bad mouth box. Junior high, okay, that's when it was. Honestly, that one's not terrible. There's the plastic surgery one. Who knows about the plastic surgery is another question I had. Who else would have known about it? Would she have put it in herself to make it look like she's being targeted? There's so much. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Number 5. One submission, okay. Uh-oh, is this gonna be the one? Compensated dating. Ooh. That's poor. Oh. I think it went beyond just compensated dating. This is what causes her to break down, yeah. Ooh boy. It seems like she didn't have a choice in whether she went with this compensated dating either. It looked like she was being bullied into it. Hmm. This is getting delightfully fucked up. Oh, we haven't seen that blonde girl yet, have we? Who's that other group? Um. Oh boy. Mm. Junior high as well. Immediately accuses Shio-chan. Is that the only other person that could have known about it? Yeah. Don't freak. Shut your mouth. That's deserving of a punch. Yes, deserved. Don't talk about it so casually like that. Yeah. Hmm. Hmm. Getting them to alone. Yeah. You're in the middle of something, but let's do this. Yeah. Yeah. How much do you charge? Wow. Okay. Anyone reaches it, you win. You need to get the 400,000 in prize. You get an extra 1 million. First person reached goal suffers a massive loss. Yeah. Yeah. How do we game this one out? Four of you would get 1.4 million. Yeah. Whew. Whew. Yeah, slightly more concerned. Hmm. That's why she did it. Hmm. 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 Money. Yeah. Hmm. Not a genuine smile though. So she needed more money. Yeah, no way allowance would cover that. Interesting. Yeah, at this point it's sketchy as fuck. Not like that's not normal for someone in junior high. Oh, this is how it always starts from a photo shoot. Oh boy. Oh, and everyone's listening into all this. Ugh. Oh, okay. His ally. How about for Jesus, the internet comments are actually really well done. So she holds to the fact that it never went further than that. Hmm. That's true. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. I like to think I'm very much aware of my own impurity at this point. We're friends. Because we're friends. What did he say? What did he say? I don't think it was. I think he said something else. It almost certainly was something different. It wouldn't have been that simple. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, these characters all have something in their past, I imagine. I think he gave her a little bit of an instruction. I think he's working with her in some respects. Who else could it have been? It couldn't have been anyone else, unless it was herself and she's doing this to get attached to you. Don't rush. Don't rush. You only make it worse. Mm-hmm, she did know. Hmm. Hmm. Which would mean either someone knew and is faking knowing somehow, or this guy's becoming a bit of an outcast, isn't he? The other two have paired up. He's becoming the outcast. Hmm. Oh, absolutely. Hmm. Interesting. Mm-hmm. Hmm. Hmm. She's known everything that's been brought up so far. Yeah. Can't let any of them off the hook. Which makes her even more suspicious, because, like, she's the perfect. It couldn't be her, but. What? Who stole the 2 million? Well, if it's just a completely random sixth character, like. Mm. She has it there. She's calling. Puts it in her locker. Why would you not keep it on you? Hmm. I'm trying to build that suspicion so much. Who saw? Drawing manga, yeah. Mm-hmm. So whoever this is would know her manga secret. Leaning in the eye. So someone who got a cut on their eye. A scar on their eye. Seems to be a guy. Does anyone have a scar? Is it Is it really gonna be Tenji? A facial scar in junior high. Interesting. Tenji. It seems way too early to start going into this. It's almost certainly Tenji at this point, though. But again, I don't think it is. I mean, there he is, but like... We don't need the voice change effects anymore, do we? We're really saying that was a microphone? Wow, so Tenchi really is just... Again, it's way too early for this. It's way too early. And he has a car on his... that he's been hiding from... Mm-hmm. Really? You swoop in? Hmm. Hmm. I have such a hard time believing this is all that's going on. Episode 3, you reveal your big bad, like, what caused all this? I don't believe it for a second. I don't believe it. I believe that he's doing this to get her. I believe that. He's taking advantage of the situation. But beyond that... So he stole the money. That doesn't explain where the 20 million debt comes into it, though. I think he has this plan to... We still don't know who that guy is in the eye there, either. I think Tenji's taking advantage of this situation. Absolutely. But I don't think he's the overall cause of this. I think they're all trying to take advantage of this in their own ways, but one of them's responsible for it. Huh. But we've basically been confirmed that Tenji stole the money. Okay, this is interesting. This is interesting because I do not believe that it's as simple as that, because you don't get... It's still an ongoing series, and we're on episode 3 of the anime. It's not that simple, surely. So... It's just so early. Again, it can't be the main reveal of the show. I mean, it's just... It's not how you make a good show. You don't reveal the big bad of your show 3 episodes in, like, blatantly obviously saying, hey, here's the one that stole the money, here's the one that's done all the stuff in the first, like, two episodes, here's the part that's been controlling all this. And to be fair, he's manipulated the second game by its entirety, but he didn't mention anything about the first game, did he? There was no reference to the first game. He stole the money, he has the cuts, he knows all the information that has been given in this second round of the game. And he seems very intent on breaking this group apart and making Shiho vulnerable, and then from there, who knows what he plans to do. But... again, it's the fact that we have a 3rd episode reveal. It's just not that. It just isn't. I'm still of the opinion that all of them have their own thoughts and, well, negative thoughts about this friendship group, and are willing to jeopardize the group in some way to achieve what they ultimately want. I think they all have that tendency behind it, but who actually initiated this will be like the final twist, as it were. That's where I think we're going with this. Because like I said, Tenji's not the one. Tenji stole the 2 million, sure, but there's a 20 million debt that we've still got to explain. Who got a 20 million debt? Someone's managed to rack that up somehow. I'm also with the organizer of this. It's happening in other groups as well. They're not the only group running through this. How do they get involved in this? Like, yeah, like I said, this is not the main reveal. Absolutely is not, because I have enough faith in the show and the writing and the adaptation that they're not just gonna do it that quickly and like leave it at that. I'm expecting more. I'm expecting every other character to have like this moment with Tenji, or like Tenji's had. Tenji's had this moment where it's like, yes, he's trying to break the group and specifically break Shiho to swoop back in. Maybe he's just the jealous ex that won't let go, because they were dating before, right? And then it broke up. So maybe he's resented the fact they've broken up this entire time, and he's going to try and break everyone around her so that it's only him left. So she has to rely on him and see if he can control her back into him. That seems to be where I think they're going with this. So I wonder if any other character is going to have a similar thinking to it. Again, it's ballsy to just put out a reveal like that on episode 3. But I do believe there's more slowly coming after that. Interesting. Well, I guess we'll see where we go from that point. I really don't know where we're going to go from this. I really don't. We still haven't met the blonde girl that's part of the control team. We haven't met the old man that's, or have any reference to who the old man in the, he was in the eyes of, I forget who it was in. Was it in one of Yuichi's reflections? I couldn't tell. It was reflected in the eyes of one of the characters, so I'm going to guess it's an influential character on someone here. Probably like a father figure or a grandpa figure or something along those lines. So I guess we'll see where that ends up going as well. Yeah, I'm sure there's so much more of this show to come. I am invested, I'll be honest. And genuinely, this show has me hooked, because it could go any which direction, and I'm excited to see where it wants to tell its story. So that's going to do it for today, guys. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed that one as per usual. Leave a like if you did, as well as your comments what you thought of the episode. Don't forget to hit subscribe as well to see next week's episode, as well as the rest of the Spring 2022 lineup. You can find it on the channel. Thank you for watching. Till next time. See you guys later.